Hello, everyone. This is I Review the Gods, where we review any and everything. Today we are reviewing the Nex 7. This is the Sony mirrorless camera. You know what they say, professional camera. DSL, mirrorless camera, all of those style cameras. This is an E-mount camera. It's 24 megapixels. It's like 24.2 megapixels, but 24 megapixels E-mount system. It has a built-in flash. It's one of the best low light cameras out there. Majority of the cameras that you have that are professional style cameras do not have built-in flashes. You have to get a flash for the hot shoe here. We are a Sony E-mount family, so whenever all our cameras, they're pretty much Sony. We do have some Panasonics here too, but and Canon, but the majority of our professional cameras and the cameras we use the most are Sony's and E-mounts here. This camera is pretty old. It's like 7 years old. So if you decide to, it's a great, what I say, starter camera because of the fact you can get it for like $300, for me $400, or between $400 to $500 with a standard lens, so you can get to learn it. But the one thing that is about this camera is the menu system is older. That's an issue for someone that, if you ever use the newer camera, you're not gonna like this menu. It's going to bother you. But as far as the camera goes, it takes amazing pictures, especially in the dark. That flash is back to feet. Like I said, still to this day, it's still one of the best low light cameras you can get. Oh, say hello to the little birdies. Like I say, a bunch of interchangeable lenses. You can search the lenses and what it is. I don't think it has optimized image stabilization inside of the body. You have to get that with the lenses. That also right there is going to be an issue for people who don't know. Like if this is one of your first cameras, this is going to be a good and bad thing. You're going to have to learn how to really use the focusing on the camera to make it. I mean, it does take good pictures without it, but stabilization makes it easier to take pictures, and this doesn't have it. So this camera will make your camera skills go up, but the learning curve is going to be a little higher than, say, your newer cameras, where they already have all this built-in image stabilization there. So it's a good and bad side to it. Like I say, the camera's amazing. If you can find it for cheap, in order for you to get into it, I mean, you can find some of the newer cameras for cheap. Nah, let's see here. One of the ones, image stabilization, good. One of the Sony Alpha AR71 still is like $1,000 plus. You maybe can get it cheaper, but yeah, this is probably the best bet you can get for cheaper price. Maybe one of the 6000 series too. You can get one of those to start off your adventure on professional style cameras, if that's what they want to call them. I mean, because you can do a lot with your cell phones and stuff nowadays, but they will never ever touch this because of the size of the sensor and the lenses. It's much more to that, but that's the basics. And cameras like this, if you are doing something professional or intermediate, amateur stuff like that, when you come with cameras like this just makes you look better. It just does. With interchangeable lenses, people like to see this. I'm just telling you from experience of doing photo shoots and stuff like that. People want to see cameras like this. They want to see that you're changing lenses. It just makes you look professional. Even though you probably don't need this, and once you start to take pictures and you learn your camera, you will only use a couple of lenses. But they still want to see you do it. They still want to know that you know what you're doing, and the money they paid for is worth it. So that's another reason too. If you want to get in photography, you have to invest in a good camera and a good camera system. This is, like I say, this is my play around one. We have more cameras. We have E-mount lenses. We need to get some more, but if you get into photography, you start using these lenses and these camera systems, they cost a lot of money. And yeah, trying to get to the point where I have enough money to do this, but I just don't. And we get it when we can. I'm just a regular average American, just like everyone else. I get stuff when I can, when I could afford it. I have to save up for it. We have to go in half seasons and stuff like that in order to get what we want. But it is what it is. I still can make do with what I have. And this is one of the things that we have. Is Nex 7. It's a very, very good camera. You can get it for a nice price with a lens on eBay somewhere. Just make sure you check the shutter count. That is not really, really high. And you can get yourself a nice camera later.